to the Intuitive Messenger channel. This is the interview series, and today I'm very excited to have JR Rivera with me. Did I say your name correctly?
Yes.
And you do go by JR, correct?
Yes, I do.
Not Junior, but JR.
Yes, JR.
So JR, I am so excited. We've been chatting before we hit record here and having just a wonderful time. And from what you tell me, I am kind of privileged today, and I'm excited about that, but I'm going to let you tell why. So tell us a little bit about who you are. So who is JR Rivera?
Well, I am a Capricorn by birth. I don't know my ascending signs or anything like that, but I live in Texas, South Texas. And I have my degree in communication studies and foreign language studies. I'm also an avid animal lover, and I love to blog and write fictional stories. And I tend to go more for the dark horror stories than the light ones. I also like to, most of the times on my free time, I like to exercise or join anything that has to do with physical activities.
Well, this is probably why we're so connected. First of all, my degree is in theater, which is communication. I am a group fitness manager, and I teach body step, body flow, so I exercise for a living. So I love that. I love that. Now, I have to ask this. How old are you?
I turned 28.
Okay, because I knew you were a young one. I knew you were at least half my age. So I am so excited because you have, I am waiting patiently. I know you've had some distribution challenges going on, but
yes.
I paid for my order, and I'm waiting patiently, and I'm so excited. So tell us what I am so excited about. What have you created?
I've created a tarot deck, and it is with the lovely and beautifully talented Jasmine Beckett Griffith, who has had other publications with Lucy Cavendish, and not too long ago she had a publication with her two sisters. And I was privileged, and I am still starstruck to have actually worked with her artwork, to write my book and use her artwork for these tarot cards, which they are just sublime. I cannot express, how thrilled, happy, and excited I am. I'm excited, yet I'm overwhelmed, yet I'm confused. It's just all at once.
So tell us the name of your deck. That's what I love that as well.
It is called the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, and the title of the deck is self-explanatory to the images and the characters in the cards. So I think it was a fantastic title to choose for it.
And I tell you when you posted one of the images, and it probably was the cover of the book or whatever, I immediately went, oh my gosh, because it was this beautiful creature holding like a dragon, right? Like a baby dragon. Is that the cover of the book? Do you have that with you? Are you allowed to share and show that, or?
Actually, I do. Yes, and it is the cover of the book.
Oh, yes. Now, so that's the image that I saw. That little dragon with wings and that beautiful creature. Oh, I love it. I love it. So what card is that within the deck? Do you know?
This is the Six of Pentacles.
Really?
Yes. And let me tell you why. Because in the story, she is a princess dragon, a queen dragon. Okay? She lives in a lair all alone. This baby dragon was left at her doorsteps, abandoned by his mama dragon. She picks it up and gives it nothing but tender, loving care, which that's the giving part. And then the dragon grows up to be a beautiful dragon and gives her protection and guardianship.
Wow.
So that's the receiving part.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So you said Six of Pentacles.
Yes. Well, it's Six of Earth, but it's Six of Pentacles.
What did you say? Six of what?
Earth.
Earth. Six. So tell us what the suits are. So they're different?
The suits are different, but they remain close to the Rider-Waite. They've been renamed to their element archetype, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So, like water, cups become water, swords, airs, and stuff like that.
Wow, I love it. So I hope this doesn't put you on the spot, but do you have any other images you can share for us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, this is the book, and it has the same cover as the front cover of the book. This is the back cover of the book.
Oh, wonderful. Who is that?
Medusa.
Where does that image come from? Is that like a Medusa look?
No, it's actually the Medusa, but it's the image that's going to be used for the back of the cards.
Oh my gosh. See,
So
these are the things. This is why I didn't want to see too much beforehand. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, wonderful. So, can maybe show us one or two other cards? Is there like a major? If you can find the Hermit, that's my favorite card.
the Hermit, absolutely. Let
Number
me.
12.
Oh, it just popped out. Oh,
Are
okay.
you serious?
Yes, I just picked up several cards. Boom, it was there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, let me ask you, are all the images feminine?
There's actually, you know what? There's actually, and I made it subliminal. There's actually male characters, but some are in the human form, but the majority are in hidden. How can I explain it? Like you see a bird in the image, that can be a male figure. You see a cat, that can be a male figure.
Got it. Got it.
So like blended into different, what's it called? Different creatures.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So,
Yes,
so have you? This I'm gonna have to again. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Have you used the deck? Have you read with the deck yet yourself? How do
I
you
read.
how do you find it different? First question: how do you find it different purely as the beautiful creature deck, and then how do you find it different because it's your deck?
Because of the beautiful creatures, okay, the creatures, when using the deck, they tend to be a bit sassy.
Oh,
when you're really going to use it, they are going to be a bit sassy. Because you look at them and they're like, well, I don't think they want to talk to me or something, but they're going to be, and I explained that in the companion, but when you start reading with them, you're going to know their sassiness and all that stuff, but after a few cards, few readings, few times that you work with them, they're just gonna let it all out. They're gonna vent and
wonderful.
they're gonna tell you everything from A to Z. And working with it, and since it's mine, it's hard to believe that it's like I'm working with something. No, at the beginning I'm like, okay, who created this tarot deck? And then it's like, wait, I did. So it's like kind of have that thing that we're in disbelief.
Yeah.
So when working with them, it's just fantastic. It's like working with something that I made, something that I created. At the beginning, I was very blocked. I could not work with them. I could not read with them. I don't know why. If I made them,
Wow.
I was very blocked. And after seeing them, journaling, reading the companion book, then that's when it started to hit me. Oh my God, this is me. This is my creation. I did this. So
Wonderful.
I found it kind of weird.
So now tell me, you and I are a lot of Facebook pages and things together. Are you going to be at any of the major Terra events around the states? Terra Con, Reader Studio, Northwest Symposium, BATS. Are you going to be there showing off your wares? Are you people going to be able to find your stuff like online? How are they going to be able to buy this book? Or are they going to be able to see you?
I am thinking of of going to attend the tarot conventions and those special events. I am working on that very hard. But the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, this tarot deck can be bought anywhere for pre-order for now at the moment, but it can be bought at any book vendor online or bookstore. So there's lots of ways to get a hold of it. And if
Wonderful.
I do attend the events, I do plan on taking copies with me and sell them autographed. So
Yay! If I see you, I'm going to bring mine. You're going to autograph it for me. Trust me. Trust me, you'll be autographing it. So,
absolutely.
so tell me, do you do intuitive work? What type of work do you do other than creating the deck? Is that something that you do?
In intuitive work, well, yeah, I do a lot of intuitive work when I read, the cards for people. When I wrote the companion book, it was intuitive writing, channel writing, for lack of a better word.
Nice.
So it was a lot of that blended in there, and also the companion book has my. I've been reading tarot for 13 years or 14, and I started at the age of 13, so it was a very long time ago, many years ago. And so the meanings that are written in the book were my meanings, the way that I learned them, the way that I saw the card. So I just encrypted it in there. Of course, there's going to be people that are going to look at it and say the magician doesn't mean this, or the lovers doesn't mean this, and that's okay, but it is my meanings attached to that companion book.
Wonderful. So do you, if somebody wanted to get a reading from you, is that something you do? Or,
Yes,
well, tell us how they can get a hold of you to do something like that, get a reading from you.
They can go to my website, and it is a very easy laid out website. Nothing difficult, nothing complex. It's just like right there. And I do have the purchase reading thing through PayPal, and there is like a small menu that lists what I offer, what kind of
What's that
readings they're gonna
website?
get. Yeah, the website is JRRivera .weebly.com.
Got it. Got it. And we'll make sure that link is down below in this video too. So wonderful. So I want to go back to, you talked about you write stories and stuff from maybe a little darker perspective, if you will, and I like that as well. I don't know if you know who the Eurythmics or Annie Lennox is, the singer,
Yes,
but growing up, I was always so drawn to her lyrics, especially. They always felt more minor key, more kind of dark, and those were the songs that actually lifted me when I felt down. So it's very
right.
interesting. So I usually do resonate with some of, quote, the darker stories. So have you published things that people might be able to check into, or where might they be able to find anything that you've written?
I do write a lot of stuff on Facebook. I have two blogs available. I review tarot decks and I also lay out cards, take a picture, and interpret it on my blog.
Ah,
And
good.
some of the cards are dark, like the Bohemian Gothic and Deviant Moon, and so
I love the
that.
Deviant Moon.
Yeah, so that type of darkish, and I've been entertaining the idea of creating a dark tarot deck.
Nice.
So I'll see how that goes. I've seen many tarot decks, and I would like to create something way different, out of the norm, just out there, shock.
You know what I just saw is, there's a literally, and this is just intuitive for you, and this is not predictive, but I saw that there's either a neighboring country or world to where the beautiful creatures live that is much darker for you. And I don't know if it's just a metaphor that I'm seeing, like that, or literally you've already created that there's this darker world that's connected with the beautiful creatures. So it's funny because when you said, I literally saw, like on a map, like it was the neighboring country or the neighboring world that was darker, or even a parallel universe. But that was cool.
Yes, and that's what I was thinking. Because I mean, it looks like people look at it, it looks friendly.
Yeah.
Of course, the big eyes, the beautiful colors, but actually, they are a bit more darker. So there's just something. They're just something that they appear to be light, but then they are dark from the inside. Sort of like they may appear that they're going to sugarcoat your meanings and messages, but in reality, they're going to hit you with the truth. So that's the way that I saw them.
Well, it's very interesting when I look at the book you held up. I see the colors on them, and it's typically, when I see a color, it's like the light is hitting it and it's reflecting off. For me, this is when I start reading with them. They're glowing. The color is coming from inside of them. Like their blood is a luminescent green. Their hair is that white glowing. Rather than light reflecting off, they're reflecting the color, which probably is what you're saying. They're sassy. They're going to give you the hard truth. They're going to give you that edge. And I tell you, they're just, from what you've shown me, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. And the name Beautiful Creatures goes right along with it. I truly, truly think so. So what's next? You said you might create a darker deck. Anything else out there you want to tease us with?
I do plan on I'm still debating in creating a tarot deck. People have been asking me to create something more on the fairy angel, and I'm like, well, I don't really go that route. I like the darker stuff, so I'll see what happens. But I do plan on creating another tarot deck, maybe an Lenormand deck, because they are on demand. Those Lenormand decks are on demand,
Yeah.
But the thing is that with the Lenormand, I think it's going to be a bit more challenging than it is with a tarot and an oracle deck.
I bet.
Because, I mean, I try to read the Lenormand to the best of my ability, but I have a bad romance with the Lenormand. Like, one day they like me, one day they hate me, so it's like,
I tell you, and I've got my Ciro Marchetti Lenormand deck right here, and when Rana George, when she spoke a year and a half ago, the first time I ever heard the words Lenormand, and she started speaking, my mind almost exploded, because it was like a soul recognition for me of something that I knew. And I won't say I'm proficient with them, but boy, it's like they just make so much sense for me. So, man, the moment you said, Lenormand, I thought, oh my gosh, beautiful creature, Lenormand. And I know that's not what you're doing, but I'm thinking, man, that would be amazing. So I am looking forward to whatever you come up with next. So.
Yes, I'm just looking to create many more tarot decks.
I tell you what. Pull one more card as a parting word for the people watching. So this is a parting message, and I'll let you give a simple message if you want.
Okay, let's see here. Okay,
this is my way of getting to see another card.
Very smart, very clever. Let me see. Let me shuffle the deck. Oh, this is the card size. So the cards are.
Oh, they're a little bit larger. The swinging one. What is that?
Swinging one. It's an alternative to the Hanged Man.
Oh, I like it.
I revamped and I don't know. I did so much with this tarot deck because I wanted to make it unique. I didn't want to make another Rider-Waite copycat. I wanted it to stand on its own, but it does have a bit of an air of the Rider-Waite, and it has a little bit of Maricel and Thought and Golden Dawn. So,
nice.
but the Rider-Waite. The Rider-Waite system circles around it. So
cool, very good.
I wanted to do something different because I wanted it to be unique and be remembered as a unique deck. I didn't want him to say, "Oh, he just made another Rider-Waite copycat like the rest." I didn't want that. So, and even the companion book is very self-explanatory. It's not, it is very. Anybody and everybody, any age, can learn how to read the cards and memorize the meanings. And oh my goodness, it's wonderful.
I can tell you're excited. I am too. I'm ready for it.
And I wanted to show a bit of the book, but after the card is the Priestess.
Of course.
So basically,
those are my two cards that I strive to be the Priestess or the High Priestess, and I long to be the Hermit. So it's beautiful.
And in this story, she holds a book, because I've always envisioned the priestess as holding a book. But in this book, nothing is written on there. You get used to her book, you go through it, you're not going to understand what's written on there. Only she knows what's written on there. She knows what is up. And this book also tells her the story of your life. Not nobody's, but your life.
Wonderful.
So basically, and if and when she lets this book, that is when you will have to find answers for yourself. You will have to be intuitive. You will have to seek answers elsewhere where you least expected. And at times, her best advice to live a better and fulfilled life is live one with serenity and peace.
Oh, beautiful. What are the coins or the images that are on the card? Can you elaborate on those?
Those are eggs. To me, they're eggs, and they have like a Hebrew Kabbalah type of message on there.
Oh, wonderful! I like that they're eggs. Like it's hatching. It's in the process. Wonderful. Beautiful.
So this is the Priestess card, and when I had showed it around, people thought it was the Hierophant, and it was like, no, it's not the Hierophant. It's the High Priestess. Because I've always envisioned the Priestess with a book. I don't know why, but I've always envisioned her with a book that has nothing written on it, just blank pages.
Well, a lot of them, she's carrying the Torah.
Yes.
The law, and I love that book, but I like that there's no words, nothing on there. That is beautiful. Beautiful images. And those are the kind of images that I, as a reader, love, because that becomes a tool in my toolbox.
Right.
And when I'm reading, Spirit can say, here, you may not have the words written down yet, or only these words are only for you.
Absolutely. So, and there's also lots in the images. I want to point out that in the images, there's a lot of subliminal messages in the images. Like, you might say, okay, so this is supposed to be the Three of Pentacles, but then again, to me, they're doing something else. So the meaning, the varieties go both ways. So there's really no right or wrong on how to read with them, how to interpret them. Any way that you do it, you're right. You're not wrong. You're never wrong. You're right, because it is your own interpretation, your own intuition.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I thank you so very much for giving us a peek at the cards and the book, and for spending this time with me. And any final parting words for the people out there, or just where they can find you once again?
They can find me on Facebook in tarot groups, and I am always, open and able to accept people as friends and learn from them, because that's what I like to do. As a communication major, I like to speak and learn to people. I like to learn from them. I like learning more from them because I like to see a different point of view, a diverse point of view from different people from all over the world. I have international people on my Facebook that I talk to when they can, of course, because different time zones. But and I do learn a lot, and I do teach a lot of what I know. So it goes both ways. It's
wonderful, wonderful. So JR, thank you so very much for this time today, and I look forward to finally getting that deck and start working with it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an amazing day. All right.
Likewise.
Oh, and happy birthday. We recorded this on your birthday. I forgot to say that at the beginning, so happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Talk to you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.